Meeting Daniel Aggiano by JewelKitten38. I've gone with it being Aggiano instead of Aggiano because, like, he obviously has some kind of Italian influence in his life. Come on, if he's actually gone and lived there and stuff. So I'm just gonna say it's Aggiano because that sounds more Italian and it sounds better. So if it's Aggiano, like, my apologies. Do you know that my name is actually Italian just because it's with a G? Because with a J is English and with a G is Italian. That's what I was told anyway. Anyway, moving on. That's not the point. The point is, meeting Daniel Aggiano was like the best thing ever. Because he just seemed like such a fun guy. Really. That's what just struck me. He just seemed like so friendly, so fun. I just thought, I bet he'd be like, well, good to have as a mate. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. It just seemed great. Like, we love you. And I'm sure I reacted in the classic, wonderful way of like, no, no. But he was like, we love you and keep making the videos and stuff and all this encouraging shit he really shouldn't have said because you know, I don't need the encouragement. But anyway, he was just really, really nice. And the first thing I must say that actually struck me was his voice, because his voice makes it totally obvious that he is an American. He sounds like an American, and he's listed as an English guy, so I was like wondering about that. So I kind of asked, I was like, can I ask you one question? Can I ask you a question? I was like, why do you sound American when he's listed as English? And he said, what was his response now? He lived in England for 19 years, moved to Italy for 3, and then went to America. I think that's what he said. Anyway, I've already been told off once for getting what he said wrong, okay? In my previous video about me being the Wally or something, like it's official, I'm the biggest Wally in the world or something like that, I don't know. I said that when they skated over, apparently, yes, it was aimed at me, and he said, hi, JewelKitten38. Not, I'll get you in the end. Okay, well, I'm sorry, but the music's loud, and I'm trying to enjoy the show, and I just completely misheard, so I'm sorry about that, and so I'll retract those words. And he said something like, I didn't say I'll kill you, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't say that you said I'll kill you. I thought it sounded like get you. I don't know, but he was like very perplexed as to how I could have got this wrong. But it's actually quite simple, really, I think. Like, you know, think of the mouth movements of I'll get you in the end. Hi, JewelKitten. I don't know how the 38 comes into it. I think it works. I'm sorry, I think it works. But maybe that's just me. Probably it's just me. But he was so cool. And then he was all like, why didn't I have a shout out? It's like, what? Shout outs? I'm always freaking mentioning people. I'm always mentioning everybody in the videos. I mentioned you when I said that Garrett wasn't there and it was just Daniel. And I mentioned the fact that you said that thing to me when you were in the gold and black. So I've mentioned you before, but you want a specific shout out. Hi, Daniel Aggiano, if you're watching this, you're like really cool and really amazing. But I'm sure you already know that. Let's face it. Asking, and then he was like, I want a whole video about me. I want a whole video about you. How self-obsessed. How vain. Sounds like someone I know. Me. No, I'm kidding. I'm sure you're not like that. You're just a good guy. So I will be making a video all about him at some point. But I kind of like feel like I've not, I don't know, like I've not really got enough to just specifically mention bits about him. So maybe I'll wait till I've seen the show like a couple more times, like tomorrow, because I'm going tomorrow. It's about 4. So yeah, maybe I'll do that, and yes, and then I'll make the Daniel Aggiano video. So what else did I want to say? I think I'm not being stereotypical here because I don't like that. I don't like it when you know, people stereotype nationalities and stuff, but Americans are pretty much very friendly. I found that with Shelby Sylvester and Alex Murphy. They were just so nice. I was just blown away by how really nice and warm personalities they have. And then the Russians, I think, are a bit different. And of course I'm just generalising, and it's just like the ones I've met, but they just seem a bit more like cool. And I'm not saying like Americans are better or Russians are better or anyone's better, like no one's better than anyone else, we're all equal on this planet and like I love everybody. But yeah, I think the Russians are a bit more serious. Well, I love it. I love everyone. I love the big personalities, the smaller personalities. It's all good fun, okay? Right, and now I'm just rambling far too much and I'm gonna go. So, bye!